I will dominate and decimate Saturday Night Thunder.
Show some damn respect.
I'll give you some freaking respect. Brock Lesnar in SNT!
Sometimes I wonder what I'm gonna do. Lord, there ain't no cure for the summertime blues. Mama, Papa told me, son, you got to make some money.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Summertime Blues. We are here in Washington, D.C. for the second Saturday Night Thunder pay-per-view. I'm your host, Angus Critiques, and with me, as always, is your general manager, Bert Chetman. You excited for tonight, Bert? Oh yeah, I'm excited, Angus. I got my swimsuit on, I got my little flippy floppies, I'm in a lawn chair. It's gonna be great. You know, there isn't actually any sand up here. That's just on the stage, right? Oh, no wonder I feel so awkward. Anyway, let's get on with the first match. Our first match is for the Nonstop Championship, and it is a 6-man over-the-top rope elimination battle royal. And here comes our very first, very bizarre entrance, Sulfur! He's one weird little son of a gun, isn't he? He's definitely one of the more colorful characters we have here on SNT. This orange-masked, winged, dreaded thing, I guess that's a good way to describe him. He appeared on the 3rd episode of Saturday Night Thunder, competing in the SNT World Championship Tournament. He got knocked out in the first round. That's good for him, I suppose. Well, it saved him from competing against our current champion, Tyrannosaurus. That's a good point. I don't think anyone would want to compete against that horrifyingly tall monster. No one except for Brock Lesnar, it seems. I also think this man is blowing our entire pyro budget for the show. No one else gets any more pyro. If they do, it's coming out of your paycheck, Angus. Yeah, well, it's not the first time we threatened you with that. Let's see who else we got in this contest here today. Well, this is certainly a little bit interesting. Making his first appearance on his own and not part of the Gatecrashers, C.J. Carter. Carter's tag team partner, Tommy Prime, was on the Summertime Blues pre-show going up against what he thought would be Duke Quinn. Yeah, it turns out that little, sneaky little Dukester decided to hire a security guard in the form of Logan Webber. It's just unfair, unjustified, Angus. Yeah, you keep saying that, Bert. Either way, it should be interesting to see how Carter fares without his tag team partner. Those two have been wrestling together for ages. I believe this might be his first time without Tommy in the ring with him. A distinct possibility, Bert, but I think he's in one of the best situations he can be. Carter is strong, he is a large man. He is not going to be easy to throw over the top rope. Also, I'm wondering what kind of animosity would be created between Tommy and Carter if Carter is a champion and Tommy isn't. A very good point, Bert. Would Carter still want to continue pursuing the tag titles if he's the non-stop champion? These are all questions we're just going to have to wait to get answered in this matchup. Well, if Carter wants a shot at that title, he's got to be the last man standing. He doesn't have to beat the current champion, Gunso Afro, for the title. Yep, no pinfall, no submission. Just got to get everyone else out of the ring, the last one in there. And here comes our third man. And it looks like he is all ready for the beach. Ziggy Zeppelin, the man that defeated Sulfur in the SNT World Championship tournaments. I don't think anyone told him that there's actually no water around here. But, I mean, he's got his ducky, so he's doing pretty good. He's got swim trunks. He's got pyro and little flippy floppies. I think those are actual flippers, Bert. I don't think they're flip-flops. Oh, come on, Angus. He's not a fish. That's just ridiculous. He's not a seal. Seals are fish, right? Yeah, sure, Bert. You keep telling yourself that. I will, thank you very much. Like we said before, Ziggy and Sulfur have competed against each other, with Ziggy coming out on top. That puts a pretty big target on Ziggy's back. Indeed it does, Bert. We're just going to have to see how things play out. And I don't think he's going to allow to keep that duck on. No, well, he'll take that off. He's a sensible man, Angus, come on. Obviously, the most sensible man in the ring right now is the guy with the giant pink mohawk. And a brand new debut to SNT. You may have seen him in his debut match against Kevin Owens. Ladies and gentlemen, Walter the Weenie. I like his t-shirt. He's got good style. Everyone's out here. Yeah, they got hot dogs, we got swim trunks, we got mohawks, and lots of expensive pyro. Tell us about Walter the Weenie, Angus. Walter the Weenie is not strong. Is that like his gimmick or something? Yeah, pretty much. He is probably the least equipped man to be in that ring, maybe other than you, Bert. I think this kid's got some moxie, Angus. I think he has every chance to become the Nonstop champion. I think you're setting a very unreasonable bar for this poor young man right here. How unreasonable are we talking? Very, very unreasonable. Oh well, maybe he'll at least be able to beat this fine fellow. Ladies and gentlemen, Douglas Big Ham Bacon, SNT's very own hipster. If I'm correct here, Bert, Douglas has yet to actually win a match on SNT. His debut match was against our current world champion Tyrannosaurus, and it did not go well for him. I think the only good thing for Bacon during that match at Tyrannosaurus is that it was only 2 minutes and 15 seconds. This does mark our third man of the match who was in the World Championship tournament. I'm wondering if we're going to see any alliances form, maybe some new friendships we made. Maybe there'll be some new enemies to come out of this. A lot can happen in a battle royal. A lot can and a lot will happen tonight, Angus. We got a stacked card. We've got a grudge match between Gus Reviews and the Misfit. We've got the women's triple threat tables match, a fatal 4-way ladder match for the YouTube Championship, and the main event for the SNT World Championship, Tyrannosaurus versus Brock Lesnar. I'm excited to see how things go tonight, Bert. And now we are just waiting for our current Nonstop champion, Gunso Afro. Let's get this shenanigans started. It looks like Mr. Afro's got himself some new entrance music. It looks like he's also got himself a new entrance, Bert. It's not quite a motorcycle, but here comes the champion on an ATV. Excuse me, Mr. Afro, I personally requested a motorcycle for your entrance. But, you know, I'll let it slide. Maybe you couldn't find one this time of day. A motorcycle's probably pretty hard to drive over sand, Bert. Fair point. Either way, the champion is here, and we can now get this battle royal started. Give it a minute, Bert. I think Gunso wants to show off a little bit more. I mean, he worked for that title. He's got it in his grasp. And he just rode in on a freaking ATV. He wants to have some fun. Well, I can't really blame him, but we're 8 minutes in the show, and we haven't seen a single bit of wrestling yet. So come on, Afro, get that out of your tank. Alright, well, you heard our general manager, Porky Pig. It is time for the Battle Royal. 6 men enter, 1 man leaves. That 1 man will be the new champion, or possibly the retaining champion. Let's get things underway. Gunso already taunting, and Sulfur and Walter going at it. Double knees to the gut. Douglas knocking Mr. Carter over. Walter and Sulfur getting some action in on Ziggy, but Sulfur betrayed Walter. Alliances will be brief in this match with a Gunso Afro getting suplexed by Ziggy and a neck breaker to Walter. Oh, a lovely back kick to Sulfur. And Ziggy trying to get Gunso up, down onto his back. And Carter is not trying to eliminate Douglas. Not happening just yet. Walter hanging in there, surprisingly well for a man of his very poor stature. An arm drag from Gunso Afro, and a springboard moonsault onto CJ Carter. There is so much going on in the ring. I don't know what's going on, but I'm enjoying it. And Afro, boom, taking out Sulfur, Ziggy, and Douglas on his way to Carter. And Carter's got him up, slamming Afro down to the mat. Douglas going after Sulfur now. Ziggy with Walter, and Afro with Carter. Gunso Afro with a fireman's carry. Wasteland to Walter, and another moonsault from Gunso Afro, and a 430 senton from Ziggy. And some lovely kicks into an arm drag from Oh god, I'm forgetting all these people. Douglas, Big Ham Bacon. Douglas is on the ropes. And so is Carter. Carter may be out of this. Douglas staying in. Ziggy's got it. Carter stays in the match. And Douglas now trying to get Sulfur out. Sulfur and Ziggy both on the bottom. Gunso just wailing on the poor man. Ziggy is out! Ziggy Zeppelin has been eliminated. And Gunso, drop kick to the face of CJ Carter. And a dejected Ziggy Zeppelin making his way back to the locker room. He wanted that to last at least a little longer. And a drop kick to the face of Sulfur from Big Ham Bacon. Big Ham and Gunso now duking it out. Carter is going to destroy that poor man known as Walter. Yeah, that's a pretty safe assumption there, I think, Angus. Walter the Weenie has been eliminated. We are down to 4 men in this matchup, Angus. And a swanton bomb off the top rope. One of these is going to be our champion. To be fair, though, Angus, Walter probably never stood a chance, did he? Yeah, he was screwed from the very beginning. I'm surprised he wasn't out first. I'm surprised he wasn't out in the first 30 seconds. Gunso taunting. Oh my goodness! That was a risky maneuver there. He was taunting Carter, went for Big Ham Bacon. Bacon and Sulfur fighting it out on the side. Gunso getting his skull crushed by the powerhouse of the Gate Crashers. Big Ham Bacon getting into the corner. Looks like Sulfur's trying to eliminate him that way. Putting his hands in some places Douglas probably wouldn't prefer. He would not put them there. The kick to the jaw. Douglas just staying in. Our current champion is having a rough time in there. CJ getting Gunso up. Gunso able to get out of it. Give him a stare down and a slap to the face. Sneaking his way between Sulfur and Douglas. Clocking the hell out of CJ Carter. And Gunso off the top rope. Moon stomp. He just caved his chest in. That's got to be it for CJ Carter. I don't see how you're coming back from that. He may have a broken rib or two. And a drop kick to the face. Afro is not done with Carter. Sulfur and Big Ham Bacon battling on the outside. And now Gunso taking it to Carter. He's trying to eliminate him from this battle royal. And he does! It is down to 3. Looks like Sulfur's calling for a timeout. Well, there ain't no timeout in a battle royal, baby. And these two men swinging neck breaker to Big Ham Bacon. And the top rope in stereo. Super kick! A super kick to Sulfur from the top rope! Gunso Afro missing. Douglas Big Ham Bacon may just have won the match. Suplex to Sulfur! Angus, dude, tone it down. It's like the first match. We got 4 more of these to go. I know, I just get really excited about things. Dark matter! Gunso Afro just taking some time to show that he is that damn good. At this point, the odds are ever in his favor. And Douglas getting a taste of his own medicine. 2 super kicks at once. It seems we've got an alliance forming between Gunso Afro and Sulfur. I wonder how long that's going to last. I think it's only going to last as long as Big Ham is in the ring. Once he is out of there, it's all for the championship. It is 1-on-1. Over the top. Oh, and a kick right to the jaw from Sulfur. And Big Ham reversing the run. Irish whip into the corner. And he is trying his damnedest to get Afro out of there. Sulfur breaking it up. And Sulfur going for a suplex. Douglas reverses it. Oh, is Gunso going to get the distance from there? This isn't good. Oh my god! A 5-knuckle shuffle and rolling thunder at the same time! Gunso's got the right idea. This is not about alliances that last forever. It's about making a friend for just a couple of seconds and utilizing that to your advantage. It truly is every man for himself, Bert. Looks like Sulfur may be taking some liberties here. And a suplex from Sulfur. After realizing there's no way he can jump that far, but it's worth a shot. Afro trying to get into this action as well. Clocking Sulfur in the back. These three men are just kind of having a kerfuffle. Moonsault! Catching both men, but not enough to take them down. And Sulfur is looking for something here. And Afro interrupts it with a belly-to-belly suplex. And now it is stomping. These two men are just beating the hell out of Sulfur. I don't know how Sulfur's chances are. I think they may have just gone right down the crapper. They may have, but he is retaining his position in this match. Big M. Oh! Back knee. Knee to the back. Shut up, you guys know what I meant. Elbow drop from Afro. These three have been putting on one hell of a performance. Sulfur's making Douglas into a knuckle sandwich. I believe that is a knuckle and ham sandwich. It was alright. Another moonsault! Douglas able to reverse out of it. Afro's got something in mind. He's going for another dropkick. Power slam from Douglas! All three of these men are still fully capable of winning that title. German suplex to Gunso. And now Sulfur repaying some of those blows he got. That sounded a bit wrong there, Angus. Shut up, I know. Gunso on the outside. German suplex! That suplex just saved Gunso from being eliminated. Both a good and a bad move on the half of Big Ham Bacon. Keeping one more man in to help him out, but another man who can also hurt him. And now Gunso and Douglas double teaming Sulfur. And Sulfur has been eliminated. We are down to the final two. Big Ham Bacon versus Gunso Afro. And it looks like Douglas may have just won it. No, he hasn't. Not yet. Suplex! Bacon's been taking these guys to Suplex City. At least, maybe a suburb of Suplex City. Maybe it's like Suplex Plaza. It's not quite a city. But you know, I mean, you work with what you have. Douglas. He is not looking for something fun. A stomp to the gut. That could have been a lot more painful for Gunso's Afros. Did you just try to make a tactical joke? Did you just call them texticles? Touche, let's move on with this conversation. Agreed. And Gunso Afro back in action. Elbow drop to Big Ham. A little bit of showboating. Afro may be retaining his title after all. I'm thinking the likelihood of that is very likely in the hood. And Gunso Afro, big kick! Afro retains his title. The match is over. An excellent display of athleticism, especially by those last three competitors. Sulfur and Douglas should be proud of themselves. They definitely should be. They put on one hell of a show here tonight, but it wasn't enough to take the champion away from his prize. Gunso Afro is still your reigning non-stop champion. We'll see what happens in 2 weeks at his next title defense.
2 weeks ago, I was betrayed. I have been called a cheater.
We both know that Misfit didn't win that title fairly.
I had lost my title.
Kublai Khan is the new YouTube champion.
And then what does my so-called friend Gus do?
Interviews has got him up. This is not going to end well for Misfit.
I'm glad you attacked me. I'm glad because now I know what you really are.
Misfit, if you spent as much time flapping your gums as you did training, maybe you wouldn't have had to cheat to beat me on the first episode of SNT. Maybe I would still be your friend. Oh my god! Reviews, what the hell are you doing down there? I'm going down there. Reviews just chokeslammed the general manager! Misfit's back in the ring! Face buster to Reviews!
What if CJ and I take care of Gus Reviews for you? Give us a 2-on-1 handicap match and we'll make him pay for what he did to you.
You couldn't beat me then? and you can't beat me now. So show some damn respect.
We are back, and it is now time for an Extreme Rules match between Gus Reviews and the 8-Bit Misfit. Look at him. You all bandaged up and all beaten and broken after that match with the Gate Crashers. I'm so proud of my little boys. Bert, you are really creepy sometimes, you know? Yeah, it's great, isn't it? Great is a bit of a strong word, but these two have been having an intense rivalry. After the 8-Bit Misfit won the YouTube title at the first episode of SNT off a cheap roll-up, Gus Reviews has wanted payback. I don't see why Gus is so upset. It was a triple threat match, no disqualification. Misfit did what he had to do to win the title. Surely a man like Gus Reviews can understand that. Surely. I think it's more about the... I said surely, Angus. I think it's more about the fact that his friend betrayed him instead of winning fairly. Fairness is in the eye of the beholder, Angus. I don't think that's how that phrase works. Doesn't matter, here comes my other golden boy, the 8-Bit Misfit. Rocking his blue attire this evening, the Misfit is fired up. He wants to prove once and for all that he is the better man. Doesn't need to prove it to me. I don't think he's focused on pleasing you tonight, Bert. I don't even think he's focused on pleasing the fans. I'm thinking he is out here just for pure revenge and to teach his former friend a lesson in respect. Misfit doesn't need reviews. He's too good for that. It's just ridiculous. And speaking of ridiculous, what the hell are you doing, Reviews? Let the man be. Come on. Reviews, don't you do it. Don't you do it! Oh, you have done it now, son. Well, it is no disqualification. The match is now officially underway. And Misfit getting wailed on with that steel baseball bat. Oh, and he's already going for the... This is just disrespectful, Angus. Come on, fight like a man. And Misfit hit him with that baseball bat. Because truly, hitting another man with a baseball bat is fighting like a man. It's good enough for me. I'd hit Gus Reviews with a baseball bat. Maybe a sledgehammer. Maybe even, one of those novelty foam swords. Just for the satisfaction of it. Reviews is bringing a table into the mix. Staring down the Misfit. Misfit taking full advantage of that. And he's looking to send Reviews on a little trip. A spinning kick right to the face of Reviews. He got busted open the other day after that match with the Gate Crashers. He is a little worse for wear, neck breaker to Reviews. And Misfit's trying to lock in a submission. He's got the eyes of Reviews. That is not comfy. Misfit, I think, just trying to cause some pain, not trying to tap out. And Reviews back in action. He sends Misfit into the corner. And Gus has got the table up. Oh, and Misfit's got the table now. Looks like the shoe is on the other foot. I mean, what can I say, Angus? Like really, what can I say? I'm actually not sure what other phrases are like that. And just like that, the world's just a little dumber once again. Misfit going to the middle rope. Reviews just getting out of the way. And Reviews has got him up now. Backbreaker to the 8-Bit Misfits. Reviews going for that baseball bat again. Like a coward. Ooh, lovely pirouette of the baseball bat. It gets nicely placed in the corner. See, Misfit's just such a great guy. He's so talented. He puts his equipment away when he's done playing with it. And then a kick! Springboard kick to Reviews. And Gus is back up. Sending Misfit over the rope. And bringing him back in. And that's just uncouth. Oh, Reviews, get your old fat ass off him. Bert, you're fatter than him. Yeah, but people don't know that. Shut up. Your words hurt people. I don't know what to say sometimes with you, Bert. And Reviews the baseball bat on the outside. Ooh, Misfit may have just gotten his clock cleaned with that one. Misfit getting back to his feet after that. Back in the ring trying to catch Reviews off guard. Kick to the stomach. A slap to both sides of the head. And what was that what I think it was? Was Misfit having the brass knuckles out again? That's what caused this whole controversy in the first place. He didn't cause the whole controversy. He just helped cause the whole controversy. A senton to Misfits. Reviews is not taking this lightly anymore. And Reviews sending him into the corner. I don't know what he's got planned, but it isn't going to be fun. Haluva kick! A point-blank haluva kick in the corner! Pressing that size 14 boot right onto the face of Misfits. And Reviews is letting him out? I mean, obviously he knows who the true winner has to be. Might as well let Misfit claim the veteran victory. Brass knuckles to the face! Knocking him through the table. And Misfit now with the pin. Gus Reviews able to escape out of it. I think when he let him out of that pin earlier, he wasn't showing a sign of respect. He just wanted to beat the hell out of Misfits some more. Neck breaker to Misfits.
And unfortunately, it looks like Gus Reviews is back in control.
I don't know what he's got planned here, but we are going to the outside. Misfit goes down. Down like a sack of spuds.
I was going to say down like a drunk college girl, but I mean, we've all got our own ways.
Yeah, this is why we don't like you talking that much, Bert.
Words are painful, Angus.
These two men going to the other side of the ring. Reviews looking for another implement of destruction. Misfit cutting him off there.
And what's Misfit's got in mind here?
Oh no, Bert, Misfit's going for some payback of his own through the barrier! Giving Reviews a taste of his own medicine. Misfit just sends him through the damn barrier!
God, that kid makes me so proud. Kick his ass, Misfit. You can do it for Papa.
Okay, Bert, you have some serious problems you need to address, but not right now. Misfit continuing the beatdown on Reviews. This could be all over.
I don't think so quite yet, Angus. Misfit could be merciful. But Angus took it too far, and he is not done. He's got him right where he wants him. He wants to make those injuries permanent.
Misfit slamming the steel steps into Reviews. Reviews fighting to gain control. Reviews wants no part of that. Misfit's got him in a headlock. Knee to the face. And into the corner of the barricade. Slamming his head into it. Suplex to Misfit. Reviews is back in action.
That could have just been the break that Reviews was looking for. He's got time to regain his breath. But hopefully he doesn't have enough time.
Now Misfit stumbling back to his feet. Tripping Reviews. He goes face first onto the mat on the outside. Misfit's got him back up. He's going on a little trip.
Oh, Misfit. Good. Put him through the barricade one more time. Oh, no. This Reviews got to ruin everything. Spine buster. That could have been a lot worse. It was almost on the freaking steel steps. Oh, my heart. My heart. I can't take it, Angus. And this is only the second match.
The action's not stopping anytime soon, Bert. We've got the women's table triple threat match after this.
At least we'll have some pretty ladies to look on in that match, not look at disgusting Gus Reviews here. Put a shirt on, you freak.
Misfit looking to regain some control in this fight. Getting some traction back. Sending Gus Reviews over on the side.
This match hasn't been in the ring a whole lot, has it?
I don't think it's needed to be. Bert. Misfit's got the steps back. And the stairs to the back. And again. Reviews is just getting the ever-loving crap beaten out of him.
You say that like it's a bad thing, and Reviews is now bleeding. I'm surprised it took this long to happen.
And Misfit has got this match on lockdown with a big boot. I think if this was a Falls Count Anywhere match, it would have been over quite a while ago.
I agree with you there, Angus.
It looks like Misfit is trying to end it once and for all. And he's got Reviews in the pin. Not even a 1 count. Oh, that D is on something. I'm testing his P for drugs after this. I think he's just determined to win this match. Spear! Out of nowhere, a spear! Misfit is down. Reviews was biding his time, saving up his strength. And it has paid off. He is back in control. And once again, he's not going for the damn pin. Just end it, Reviews. Come on, stop being cocky. You're just going to bite yourself in the ass in the end. Back on the outside where this match has taken most of its time. And now Misfit's being unceremoniously draped against the pole. He's not going for it. Misfit! Oh my God! He crushed his skull like a watermelon! That's like attempted murder right there. Someone go down there and throw him in the handcuff jail or something. I'm so busted right now. If Misfit isn't concussed after that, I will be very surprised. That was all the force Reviews had, slamming Misfit's head into the turnbuckle post. And Misfit's still trying to get back to his feet and fight back. The resiliency of Misfit is quite astounding. And Misfit has got the bat, the thing that started this whole match off. And Misfit is just unloading on Reviews like a group of drunk frat boys driving by mailboxes. Reviews is back to his feet, but he is not sure where he is right now. These two have sustained huge injuries. DDT to the floor. This has got to be it for Reviews. And I think Misfit's thinking the same thing, sending him back in the ring. He is going for that pin. And I think this is all over for Reviews. Misfit's in the pin. 1, 2. Oh my goodness, Reviews kicked out of it. Just stay down, you hairy son of a bitch. It's going to take more than that, Bert. And Reviews going for the baseball bat once again. And Misfit in the back. Another punch with the brass knuckles. We are going to need some medical personnel for these two boys. They have beaten the ever-loving hell out of each other. And it's not stopping now. Another baseball bat to the back. And Misfit's got it. Face buster. That's his finisher. That's all it is. Oh my God, my voice hurts so much. Save your voice a bit, Bird. This may be it for Reviews. Reviews kicked out of the face buster. You words I can't say on TV. Oh, but it looks like Misfit's got it figured out on second face buster. If Reviews wasn't knocked out before, he surely is now. That's gotta be it. There's no way he's kicking out of that nonsense, and he doesn't. Misfit wins the match. That was brutal to watch. Let's take a look at that point-blank haluva kick right there. No time for Misfit to react. That sure as hell wasn't enough to put Misfit away. But one face buster wasn't enough to put Reviews away. It took 2 in a row before he finally fell. These two men put on a spectacular slugfest of a match. Can we get some medical staff backstage ready? I want to make sure Misfit's head's okay after that savage boot to the ring post. And the bat lays there in the middle. What started this match off is there until the very end. I still don't think we've seen the last of these two. Don't ruin this moment for me, Angus. Don't ruin it. The following match is for the Hardcore Women's Championship, and it is a triple threat tables match. Making her way to the ring now, Maelstrom. Maelstrom put on a fantastic match in her debut a couple weeks ago against Kitty Garcia, earning herself a spot in this match. And for those of you that don't know, the way to win a tables match is to put your opponent through a table. And this being a triple threat match, it doesn't actually have to be the champion, Caitlin Rose, that goes through a table. You're correct there, Bert. We've got Maelstrom, Caitlin Rose, and Roxanne Oxley in this fight. As long as someone puts someone else through a table, they'll be the new women's champion. Caitlin won the title at our last pay-per-view, SNC Lightning, and I don't think she's wanting to give that up anytime soon. I don't see why anyone would want to give up their title, Bert. But sometimes, fate just decides to play things a little differently, and fate decides to put you up against the absolute brawling beast known as Roxanne Oxley. Yeah, she's pretty scary. I'll give you that, Angus. Oxley beat Living Dead Girl to be in this match, and she absolutely slaughtered her. I can only imagine she's coming in with everything she's got to win that title. I mean, I sure as hell wouldn't want to stand in the way of her. She would give me a stunner and steal my lunch money. Yeah, Roxanne is pretty terrifying like that. But I think instead of taking your lunch money, she would stunner you, break your arm, and leave you in a gutter somewhere. Well, that doesn't sound very nice. No one ever said she was nice, Bert. Roxanne plays rough. She is not about looking pretty, she is about dealing as much damage as physically possible. Well, unfortunately for her, our champion just happens to be well versed in the ways of strong style. We've got high-flying, brawler, and strong style all in one match. This is definitely going to be one of the more interesting fights on this card, and I am looking forward to it. And here comes the Hardcore Women's Champion, Miss Caitlin Rose. Caitlin's already proven several times that she has got what it takes to be a champion, but she has never faced either of these two women before. Do you think that's going to affect her in this match tonight, Angus? I think there's a distinct possibility. I honestly think that Maelstrom is the bigger threat here for Caitlin. What makes you say that, Angus? Caitlin won the belt from Yang Xiaolong, who also has a fairly brawler style of fighting. She already knows what to expect, at least to an extent, from Roxanne Oxley. She hasn't fought anyone that does as much high-flying and as many springboard moves as Maelstrom. I think Maelstrom is the outlier in this fight. She could definitely have a lot of unknown factors in her. That is a very good point, Angus. I didn't actually think of that before. But either way, these three women are going to duke it out if our cameraman would not point the camera directly at the ring rope. Thank you very much, Chuck. And we have entered the danger zone. This match is about to get started. Only way to win is by putting someone through a table. No countouts, no pinfalls, no submissions, no disqualifications. It's all about tables. And a spear right off the bat to Maelstrom, and one to Rose as well. And a second spear to Maelstrom. Holy crap, Roxanne has just taken this match to the next level. The match hadn't even started yet and it got taken to the next level, and Caitlin returning fire with a DDT and Maelstrom with an arm drag. These women, leg drop. Holy crap, this is all kicking off nice fast. It is obvious that Roxanne wants to dominate this division and win that title. Caitlin knocking Maelstrom down. Getting out of the ring. Looks like she is going for a table. Or maybe a chair. That's not a table at all, Caitlin. I think she's working on inflicting some damage first before the match gets started. Chair to the head of Roxanne. And Caitlin is now returning the favor that spear brought. Roxanne getting that chair out of the equation. Hitting both women as hard as she can. And Maelstrom slamming Roxanne down onto the chair. And Caitlin with a knee to the face. Maelstrom going out, deciding to bring the tables in early. I mean, you can't really remember, it's a tables match. You don't have to be completely injured to get someone through a table. Looks like Maelstrom's talking with that woman in the front there. Looks like she was taking a picture. Maelstrom's very much a person of the fans, isn't she? She's also a person of dodging moves off the second rope. She's a sly little rascally webbit. The table has been set up, and Caitlin is going to the top rope. Maelstrom, drop kick, just missing Maelstrom. And Roxanne has been put in the corner and stomping a mud hole. And an alley-oop bomb. The table goes down, but it's not broken. Maelstrom suplex onto the chair for Caitlin Rose. And another table is being brought into this madness. Arm drag from Rose, getting some fight back in her. Clothesline down onto the table. Once again, the table has not broken. The match continues. Maelstrom getting control of the table. And Rose trying to get it back from her. And Roxanne just knocking it all over, just ruining everyone's good time. And another arm drag from Rose. Maelstrom just observing what's going on. An uppercut to Maelstrom. And Rose has been knocked down and is getting that boot stomping on her head. Elbow drop from Roxanne. Maelstrom just circling around looking for a good point to strike. She's getting the chair, a bull hammer to Rose. Rose been taken out of the equation. Roxanne's looking to do the same to Maelstrom. Nighty night, go to sleep, GTS, whatever you want to call it. Roxanne is standing tall. I don't think she's noticed that Rose is back in the ring. Back body drop onto the table. And a leg drop to the throat. Maelstrom getting back to her feet. Rose has taken control. And she's got her up, slamming the top of her crown onto her knee. Roxanne is out of the ring. Wise move on her part. Trying to get out of there, catch some breath. Roxanne is fired up. Maelstrom trying to get a good move in on Caitlin. Roxanne taking control once again. Roxanne's got Caitlin in the corner. An Irish whip. Oh, that is probably the most agile thing she will do. Holy crap, Maelstrom. Oh, Maelstrom got caught in the crossfire. It's like Oxy was going for Caitlin, but figured that Maelstrom would make an easier target. Get that Sable out of there as well. And Caitlin Rose over the top. Laying Roxanne flat. And a knee right to the nose. That could have busted her open easily. Maelstrom getting Oxley to her feet. And sending her into the corner. Caitlin going over the top, trying to get that table back in. And what the hell? Maelstrom triangle drop kick. Oxley is out of the ring. This could easily be Maelstrom's time to shine. But Caitlin dropping Maelstrom flat on her back. Caitlin, the champion, is back in control, wrenching at the arm. Oxley is just now getting to her feet after that massive fall. And another knee to the top of the skull. Caitlin is all about inflicting as much damage as she possibly can. A trait she shares with Roxanne Oxley. And it looks like Oxley is wanting to end this. But the table held. This match is not quite over. And Caitlin is down. It looks like Roxanne's going for Maelstrom now. Into the table, still holding its shape. What's Roxanne gonna do? Hurricane Rana! Hurricane Rana through the table, and Oxley just became the new women's champion. And Caitlin did not look happy there. Roxanne actively mocking the now former women's champion. That Hurricane Rana came out of nowhere. We've never seen Roxanne do something like that before. But now she is the SNT Hardcore Women's Champion. Caitlin may have lost her title, but she was not the one to go through the table. That's the danger of a triple threat match. The champion does not have to be the one defeated for them to lose their title. And there you have it, folks. Your new women's champion, Roxanne Oxley. She is terrifying. Welcome back to Summertime Blues in our nation's lovely capital of Washington, D.C. Before our next match, I would like to inform everyone that our next pay-per-view has been set. Join us on October 22nd for SNT Warpath. And Warpath will include a 20-man Royal Rumble match. You know those are always fun. But right now it is time for our next contest, which is for the YouTube Championship. And is a fatal 4-way ladder match. And here comes our first competitor from Wrestling with Regrets, Brian Zane. Brian Zane got in this match in a fairly interesting way. It was originally supposed to be a triple threat match between Linkara, Kublai Khan, and Danny Sexbang. But after losing to Danny Sexbang after a quick roll-in at like 9.5 on a countout, Brian went back in the ring and DDT'd the Mazel Tov Cocktail. And Bert decided to let him in the match. Well, yeah, I mean, he put on a good show, and if he'd literally been out there for another half a second, Danny would have been counted out too. So you know what? Why not? Let's make it a bit more fun. And a bit more fun it shall be, with the nostalgia critic of wrestling, as some call him, fighting for the YouTube Championship. And here's the man he lost to, Danny Sexbang, the lead singer of Ninja Sex Party and one half of the Game Grumps. And 1/3 of Starbomb. He's also been to space and stuff. That's pretty cool. He's friends with Steel Panther. Also cool. Danny was also not supposed to be in this match originally. It was originally meant to be Linkara versus Kublai Khan. Yeah, but there's another Brian here, not Brian Zane. And he's very good friends with Danny. Some would say best friends forever. And he's very persuasive and very, very mean. So I decided to give Danny another shot. And he made full use of that shot, and he is now here at Summertime Blues. Shaping up to be quite a bizarre compilation of people in this matchup, all going for the current champion's belt. The current champion, of course, being Kublai Khan. And now here comes the host of Atop the Fourth Wall, the guy with the magic gun, Linkara. And that is quite the strut of confidence. That is a man who feels good about himself and his position in this contest here tonight. And Summertime Blues, Saturday Night Thunder, Washington, D.C. Bert, you ramble a lot. Do you know that? I know, it's one of my many flaws. I have a lot of them I discuss with my therapist, except I don't have a therapist. I'm sorry, I lied about that. I really just talk with the guy behind the tramster in the arena, accurate, so. I have several problems. But I own a wrestling promotion, so that's good. Well, I should say I run the wrestling promotion, but that's still pretty good. Whatever helps you sleep at night, Bert. Actually, there's a lot of pancakes that help me sleep at night. Really? Yeah, I eat like 6 pancakes every night. Makes you go right to sleep. I'm like a baby. It's great. Well, pancakes aside, here is your YouTube champion, Kublai Khan. And again, just like in the tables match we had, Kublai does not have to be defeated to lose his title. No one even has to get pinned or submitted. Someone just has to climb to the top and grab that title. Why is the title already up there anyway? That is an excellent point. I believe Kublai Khan has either a fake belt, or there's a replica, or there's just some riff in space and time. It's SNT, anything's possible, Bert. That's a good point. I should just question less things in life. Either way, Kublai's gonna get his ass kicked. You still not a fan of Kublai Khan, Bert? Well, I mean, he's still a chump that interrupted me on the second episode of SNT, so there's still some hard feelings, but I moved my hatred towards Gus Review, so I'm all good there. We are underway. Kublai Khan already given a backbreaker to Linkara. Mr. Z-Man Brian Zane and Danny Sexbang fighting it out, continuing their match from before, DDT. And Kublai Khan and Linkara going at it. A kick to the back of Sexbang. Kublai's got Linkara in a grapple. A nice little flip. Probably didn't do much, but back body drop. Danny Sexbang with a kick to the side of the head. And a moonsault off the rope. And Danny is going to get a ladder from the looks of things. Brian Zane not letting that happen. This time there's no countouts. They can be out there as long as they damn well please. And Kublai Khan giving a wicked clothesline to the comic book king in the middle. Brian getting the ladders involved. Figured it was only a matter of time until they happen. Danny sending him over to the barricade, lifting him up. Inverted atomic drop right onto his booty butt. Linkara gaining some control. Danny Sexbang on the top rope, down onto the floor. They got quite the distance there. And Kublai Khan with a knee to the back of Linkara. Danny Sexbang getting the ladder set up. Brian Zane still not done. Looks like Danny's trying to send him a message of, I don't want to talk to you anymore, go home. I will not call you in the morning. Brian Zane responds with a suplex, as all women should to men who stand them up on dates. So far, it's been pretty much like 2 matches are going on in one ring. Kublai Khan and Linkara, and Danny Sexbang and Brian Zane. A suplex! Linkara sends Kublai across the ring. And now, just as soon as I say it, Linkara gets involved in the matches, but Kublai is not done with him. Danny doing a little showboating, and Danny going back to Brian, slamming him backwards onto the mat. Looks like Linkara is saying, screw this, I want some fun with the ladder. Just trying to go for Brian, getting it caught on the top rope. And Danny Sexbang, headbutt to the groin. And Brian Zane has been buried by the ladder. Oh my god, Linkara! Ooh, that could have been nasty. I thought he was going for a suplex onto the ladder. And a knee to the face of Linkara. Brian Zane just messing with Danny now. Saying, no, this ladder goes somewhere else. How about Linkara's back? I mean, that's probably not the safest place to put a ladder, but I mean, Brian probably knows more about wrestling than most of the other guys in the ring, so why not? Onto the ladder, dropping the Unicorn Wizard flat on his back onto the steel ladder. And a zigzag to Brian Zane. Linkara looking for something here. A leg DDT. These guys are just beating down the host of Wrestling with Regret. And Danny planting the Fallout role player. Danny's got the ladder. He is setting it up. He is wanting to actually get up the damn thing for once. Suplex to Brian Zane. Linkara is definitely the powerhouse in this match. And he started going up. Linkara was having none of that. And Linkara laying in some punches, showing off some fresh funky moves. Interrupted. European uppercut. DDT. Brian and Kublai stand tall. And Danny is now back to his feet. Irish whip. Danny beating down Kublai Khan. Linkara with an uppercut to Brian Zane. Danny getting out of the ring. Oh, we've seen this before. It's been a while, but here we go. Drive-by drop kick. The boots of Not So Grump getting drilled into the face of Kublai Khan. I think those are actually like Chuck Taylor's, not quite boots there, I guess. Oh, whatever. And he's throwing a ladder in, narrowly avoiding Kublai Khan. Brian Zane out. Swanton bomb off the top rope. That looks like it could have been a very nasty bump there. Linkara taking full advantage, sending Danny into the corner. And Linkara placing Danny on top. The fans are getting into this. Brian Zane being thrown on the ground once again. And Kublai's got Zane. Linkara's got Danny. Airplane spin superplex. Those are 2 separate moves at once. And Danny is already back to his feet, but Linkara's having none of that crap. Slamming Danny Sexbang with a belly-to-belly suplex. And once again, Brian Zane has been thrown out of the ring. And Kublai Khan slamming Linkara onto the ladder. Kublai does not want to lose his title anytime soon. He's going at it with another airplane spin. And throwing, unceremoniously throwing Danny Sexbang down onto the mat, getting him back up. Linkara sending a message back into the corner. Kublai with an elbow reversing it. Danny is still kind of conked out at the moment. Brian Zane planting Linkara. Linkara powering out of Kublai. Danny going over the top. Looks like Mr. Sexbang has some plans. He's got a chair in the mix. Brian Zane onward. Just kind of observing as things go on. Running Bulldog to Linkara and a chair. A chair to the face of Brian Zane. And it looks like that one may have caught Kublai as well. Linkara and Sexbang are ruling this match at the moment. Looks like Danny may have an opportunity here. Maybe just getting a little frustrated. I think this opportunity passed him by. Yep, that opportunity is definitely blown through the window as Danny Sexbang gets thrown out to ringside. And Brian Zane joins him. Lin Cara is the last man standing. That belt is as good as his. Everyone is still down and out. Wait a second. I may have spoken too soon. They're getting back to their feet. Kublai Khan's the last chance. Lin Cara dangling from the title. Electric chair drop. And Danny Sexbang with an elbow. Missing Lin Cara. European uppercut. Kublai takes control. Brian Zane with a DDT. Brian Zane standing over the mutilated bodies of his enemies, and he gets the ladder. Danny is getting back to his feet, though. This could be it. Maybe not, though. Brian has the perfect opportunity. Opportunities only matter if you take them, Bert, and Lin Cara is back to his feet, and he is getting Kublai back to his feet. Maybe not the wisest move on behalf of Brian Zane. But Lin Cara with a pedigree! Planting face first. Kublai Khan. And now Danny Sexbang getting thrown against the stunt announce table, reversing it of his own. Lin Cara moving the ladder. He's looking for some better placement. Kublai Khan and Danny Sexbang back in the ring. Kublai looking for a better revenge for that pedigree. Brian on the outside. And Kublai and Lin Cara on the outside. Brian Zane is back in. He may have just been able to win this. Over the top rope. And Kublai Khan. Kublai's in the middle. Someone get him. Brian, stop him. No, we don't get him for title retention. And grabbing his ass. Kublai is down on the floor. And also thrown onto the outside. Brian Zane joining him. Lin Cara is going to the top. Brian Zane. Danny distracted him. I don't know what he said or did, but Danny distracted Brian long enough for Lin Cara. Lin Cara is the new YouTube champion. Brian Zane could have had it there. He could have kept the match going, had a shot at it. But Danny Sexbang said something that caused him to go out there and try and take care of business. I don't know what it was, but it must have been something quite insulting. My personal guess is someone said that What Culture's top 10 lists are better than his top 8 lists. A very distinct possibility, Bert, but that comment just cost Brian his shot at the title. Lin Cara is the new YouTube champion. He conquered Countdown, he conquered All-Star Batman and Robin, and now he has conquered the squared circle. Also, did anyone notice how he went back up the ladder to celebrate? Why not just stay on the floor? I mean, you already fell down. You gotta be tired after that. Yeah, but it makes for cool poses like this one right here. Yeah, I'll admit that's pretty good. And just like the tables match we had before, Kublai did not lose his championship. But you didn't really have to specifically defeat a single person in this match like you did in that one. Maelstrom went through that table, not Caitlyn. Either way, that match doesn't matter right now. We may learn more about both these situations later on in SNT, but for now, your new YouTube champion, Lin Cara. He's 7'3" and 360 pounds of pure muscle. Your first SNT World Heavyweight Champion, Tyrannosaurus.
Come out and face your demise. Face your doom. Face the beast.
Oh my God! Brock Lesnar in SNT! F5! An F5 to Tyrannosaurus! Well, I think we just found out who Tyrannosaurus is facing at Summertime Blues. And it is Brock friggin' Lesnar. Well, it's that time again, Bert. It is time for the main event. And it is for the SNT World title. I also want to say something, Angus. There were those staticky vignettes we had before. What were those about? I don't know, Bert, but something was going on. Brock Lesnar isn't the only one involved in this situation. Oh, what the hell is happening?
I don't know, I'm scared, Angus. Hold me.
Get off me. Well, I think that answers that question, Bert. The man who orchestrated this whole thing, Mad King Ryan. I told you, man, he's got connections in high places. High, scary places known as Suplex City. The last time we saw the Mad King was at SNT Lightning, when he lost in the final of the SNT World Championship Tournament against the very man who Brock Lesnar is facing, Tyrannosaurus. This seems to be a pretty cut and clear revenge plot here, Angus. Mad King Ryan could beat Tyrannosaurus, so he goes out and finds the biggest beast he possibly can. I just don't know how he got him away from Paul Heyman. It seems to me that Brock isn't here to win the title, at least not for himself. Brock Lesnar is a hired mercenary at this point. He is here on behalf of the Mad King to take down Tyrannosaurus. Well, of all the people you could have gone for, Brock Lesnar's a pretty good choice. He is almost as terrifying as Tyrannosaurus, if not more so. This is going to be a very violent, angry match. We're basically going to be watching two mountains fight each other to see which is the best and strongest mountain. That is not actually a bad comparison. It is going to be brutal. And because it's going to be so brutal is the exact reason that I have not made this an Extreme Rules match. This is standard, one fall, pin or submission. And there he is. The champion. Tyrannosaurus. 7'3", 300 plus pounds. Absolutely terrifying. This man is the face of this company. It's a little unnerving. Well, if anyone's gonna take him down, you don't really have a much better choice than Brock frickin' Lesnar. So, if Brock Lesnar wins, and Tyrannosaurus loses the title, what happens? Does Brock Lesnar stay in SNT? I'm thinking he's giving it to the guy that's paying him to be here. I'm thinking the title goes to Mad King Ryan. Hell, that might be the only way you get the damn title away from Tyrannosaurus. Pay someone strong from out of the company to take him down. That way the title can be held by more than, just one person. Lesnar's got quite the task ahead of him. He's beaten the streak of The Undertaker, but Tyrannosaurus is probably a little stronger than The Undertaker, and right off the bat, we're going to Suplex City. I mean, you really didn't think it would take us that long to get there, did you, Angus? I mean, he's got like 4 moves and 3 of them are suplexes. Fair point. Mad King Ryan watching on as his new associate deals the damage that he couldn't before. And Tyrannosaurus throwing down the Beast Incarnate. Tyrannosaurus claimed a couple of weeks ago that he was the Beast of SNT. I think when Tyrannosaurus said those words, Brian knew exactly he had picked the right man. To take down the Beast of SNT, it takes the Beast Incarnate. These two are going at it. Tyrannosaurus, the flurry of uppercuts, pushing. He didn't even shove him. He just gave him a light tap, going for the pin on Brock Lesnar. And a big punch. Tyrannosaurus and an Irish whip. These two men colliding. Brock Lesnar getting the upper hand. Tyrannosaurus stunned against the ropes. Brock Lesnar lifting him up. Hot shot off the top rope. Mad King Ryan is very happy with his chosen man. Elbows to the face of Tyrannosaurus, looking to split him open. Lesnar looming over Tyrannosaurus. Not many men can loom over someone like that. I think Brock Lesnar's got more of the intimidation rather than the size. And a deadlift drop. Tyrannosaurus flat on his back. And Brock Lesnar getting him back to his feet. Looks like he's going for another suplex. Tyrannosaurus countering it. Flurry punch of his own, shoving him back down on the floor. And Tyrannosaurus now admiring his handiwork. in the form of the bludgeoned Brock Lesnar, dodging that clothesline, and Lesnar German suplex onto the bottom turnbuckle. And Lesnar's using this opportunity. He is going to go for a pin, I believe. Yes, he is. It's going to take more than that, Lesnar. You know it's going to take more than that. I'm surprised you even got the 1 count with that. If anyone's smart and or strong and or stupid enough to try and pin Tyrannosaurus this early on in the match, it'd be Brock Lesnar. There's no contest. And Lesnar's got him up. And down and up again. We are taking the Suplex Express. Suplex Express sounds way better than Suplex City. Why is it still called that? I don't know. Ride the Suplex Express to Suplex City and stop at a Suplex Dunkin' Donuts. Kick out not even one. Brock Lesnar looking his manager in the face. Bit of disbelief here. Big boot to the face of Lesnar. And Tyrannosaurus is getting a little more fired up. He is ready for some more damage here. Sending Lesnar into the post. We've seen this before. This is what took Big Dollar Jim out of commission. He still hasn't recovered. Shotgun drop kick. Lifting him up, an alley-oop bomb. Mad King looking a bit concerned in his corner. Doesn't know if that's enough to put away the beast. Either beast, I should say. And Tyrannosaurus going for the cover. Brock Lesnar kick out at 2. Looks like Mad King's got some of that smugness back in there. And a big punch right to the center of the forehead. Lesnar is down, but he is not out yet. It's going to take more than that to put away the Beast Incarnate. The Beast of SNT's got a good shot, though. Ooh, that's not going to be comfortable. A foot in the small of the back and a face first down onto the mat. What is Tyrannosaurus going for now? Big boot! A big boot to King Ryan! That should be disqualification there. Tyrannosaurus sending some payback to the man who's causing him so much struggle with Lesnar. Prehistoric power bomb! It is all over. That move has not been kicked out of. You know, if anyone's going to try and kick out of it, it's going to be Brock damn freaking gosh, holy crap, Lesnar. And he did it! Brock Lesnar kicked out of the prehistoric power bomb. Mad King Ryan taunting the Beast of SNT. Kick out at 2.5. The Beast Incarnate is still up. Suplex! He is back in this fight, ladies and gentlemen. There is still a good chance that Brock Lesnar could walk out SNT champion! Oh my god, another one! We saw this before. F5 to the champion! The crowd is chanting. This is insane! That's not what the crowd's chanting. Brock Lesnar going for the pin. We could have a new champion. Oh, not even close. Ryan is looking fed up in the corner. Back up after that big boot. But Brock Lesnar, Bork Laser, Locke Bresny, whatever you want to call him, the Conqueror, the Beast Incarnate, going for another suplex. And Tyrannosaurus will just keep getting back up. Even if Brock loses this match, he can be the first to say that he kicked out of the prehistoric powerbomb. And he's going for another deadlift. Mad King edging him on. And he is down on his back. Brock Lesnar going for the pin again. Is that going to be enough? Not even a 1 count again. Angus, I hate to admit it, I have no idea how anyone... Oh my good golly gosh, he took out the ref. And he took out Lesnar. Is he going? What the hell is Tyrannosaurus doing? I have no idea how anyone can beat Tyrannosaurus. If Brock Lesnar can't do it, who can? A knuckle sandwich for Lesnar. I have no earthly idea, Bert. I think Tyrannosaurus is going to hold on to that belt for a long, long time. I gotta agree with you, Angus. Things do not look good for anyone going for that title, but Lesnar reverses it. I mean, it's not much of a chance, but there is still a chance Lesnar could come out on top. I think his chances may be diminishing there. big sidewalk slam to Lesnar. And Tyrannosaurus is sounding the death knell. We know what this is. It's another prehistoric powerbomb for the Beast Incarnate.
He kicked out of one. Is he going to be able to kick out of two? Oh my crap in a hat.
That is a brutal move. Mad King knows what's up. He knows that this is the end for his mercenary. Trying to chance him on. It's not worth it. Tyrannosaurus retains his title.
The Conqueror tried his best, but he could not conquer the prehistoric monster that is Tyrannosaurus. Just look at the size difference.
I'll admit, it is impressive that Brock Lesnar was able to suplex Tyrannosaurus as many times as he did. Just the sheer weight of the prehistoric monster.
I think this also showed that Mad King Ryan maybe isn't the best suited for in the ring, but he knows how to get under an opponent's skin though. I mean, when Brock Lesnar first came out, he did have the upper hand on Tyrannosaurus after that match with Kublai Khan. He snuck out F5, took down the beast of SNT. A shotgun dropkick and 2 prehistoric power bombs is what it took to put away Brock Lesnar. But after maybe 8 suplexes and an F5, Tyrannosaurus was still able to fight out of it. And there it is, folks, the 1, 2, 3. And Lesnar is done for.
Well, on behalf of my co-host Bert Chapman, holy crap, I ripped a small. I would like to thank each and every one of you for watching Summertime Blues. We'll see you in 2 weeks' time for SNT, and October 22nd for SNT Warpath.
Until then, drive safe, stay cool, eat your vegetables, and don't piss off Tyrannosaurus.